All right, it's Wednesday, so you know the deal. We're here. We're answering all of your burning questions about plants with plant and garden expert Craig Hignight. Good morning, Craig.
Good morning. You make me sound like an arsonist.
All of your burning questions.
Ooh, goodness.
Not an arsonist, just a plant expert. Okay, so we've got our first question from Tim. He wants to know, is it okay to start spinach and lettuce now in my raised bed? What else can go in this month?
Well, if you've got a cover on the bed, you can go ahead and start. And I would dare say that a lot of that material, if you put the seeds in the ground, they're going to be fine. Even if we get some frost, the seeds are going to survive. And when the ground finally gets warm enough, they're going to start. As far as other things, if you want to do peas, I'd get them in the ground as fast as possible.
Gotta get a move on. From Robert, should I be repotting my geraniums now when I prune them back?
No, I would wait and repot when they finally go outside and are acclimated to being outside. We don't want to give them too many shocks all at once, but yes, they should be cut back now. They should have been cut back now. And then after you've got them outside and used to being the wind and taking the wind and the sun outside, then go ahead and repot them.
Okay, a question from Michael. Is there anything to do for asparagus now? And I guess also he wants you to know that they saw their first earthworm this morning.
Oh, well, I haven't seen that. I've seen robins, haven't seen any earthworms yet. But on the asparagus, if it hasn't come up yet, go out with your weed eater and skin that bed down bare. So there's no weeds or grass competing with the asparagus for the rain. You might go ahead and mulch it a little bit, but at this point, we're just keeping our fingers crossed and waiting for it to come up.
All right, we have somebody asking what type of clematis will thrive in our area. I haven't had any luck in the past few years. Many of them seem to get a type of fungus.
Okay, if you've had trouble growing clematis, lay off for a couple of years. What happens if you get clematis wilt in the soil? It will stay there as long as you keep giving them new clematis to live on. So if you put something else in there for the next couple of years, then you know that the disease should go away. As far as clematis, niobe, jackmanii, the fall blooming clematis, most clematises should do well in this area. Remember, when you're planting a clematis, it wants the head in the sun and their feet in the shade. So you've got to have something around the base of the clematis to keep the roots cool.
All right, we've got another question about clematis. Should I prune my clematis, and if so, how much and when? And then another question in the same box. Is it too early to start planting snow peas? Twofer.
No. Like I said, snow peas, you got ahead of me there. Snow peas can go on the ground. They will sit there until Mother Nature warms up. As far as clematis, I don't think we'd be doing any pruning for about another 3 weeks. You want to see those buds just starting to go ahead and swell, getting ready to grow. If your plant is less than 2 years old, you're going to take it down to 10 inches above the ground. If it's more than 2 years old, you take it off at hip high, about 30 inches above the ground.
All right. Ava Hedges is watching, by the way, so welcome aboard.
I know, mine says Andrew Stutsky is watching.
So funny. From Mike, can I move a rose bush right now?
Yes, you can. You kind of missed your opportunity in the fall, but remember, as always, you want to move it with as many roots as possible. You're going to cut it way back. You're going to take it down to about 10, maybe 8 inches above the ground, out of the ground, back in the ground. Root stimulator, of course. Mulch it well to go ahead and conserve moisture, but the plant should come through just fine.
All right, we're going to go to commercial break, but we'll be answering more of your questions when we come back, so keep submitting them on our Facebook Live right now. All right, we're back and we're taking questions through our live stream on the WQAD Facebook. So we're starting off with Chad, who wants to know what is the best soil type for rut type vegetables?
Root type vegetables?
It says R-U-T.
Rut type. Well, I'm going to go with root. And really, you're lucky. In this area, we're pretty lucky. Unless you're in a severely disturbed area where the soil has been greatly churned up. A lot of our yards in this area were at one time corn soil, so our soil is good. Just remember that you should always add some organic matter to the soil every year, and don't work it too early. I don't know how wet the soil is. I haven't gone out and done any digging myself yet this spring, but digging in wet soil is a big no-no.
Ray is asking, when should we fertilize asparagus and what kind of fertilizer do you use?
With the asparagus, you use an all-purpose like a 10-10-10, and you do not fertilize until after your harvest is done this year.
Okay, a question from Janet. How do I get rows of Sharon out of my lilac bush?
Oh, okay. What you're going to do, you're going to get some root and stump killer, and it comes with a little dauber like we always had in mercurochrome or methylate, and you cut the rose of Sharon off and dab it on that cut stem. It will go down. Take out the rose of Sharon. Does not damage the lilac at all. It doesn't transfer between plants or through the roots. So root and stump, or stump and vine killer, and just dab it on.
This is from Tina. Can I plant flower bulbs right now?
Boy, it's a little early for the spring flower bulbs. If you've got leftover fall flower bulbs, yes, get them in the ground as fast as possible. But spring flower bulbs, I mean, and I'm talking like begonias and dahlias and cannas and things like that, little early. Tulips, daffodils, hyacinths, get them in the ground.
All right, and speaking of daffodils, this is from Christy. She wants to know, daffodils are popping up. Is this a good time to divide them?
No, they have used up a lot of their energy just getting through the winter and getting to this point. The time to dig and divide is in September. So you go out and you mark the bed now so you can find them in September, and you start digging and dividing the 1st of September.
From Missy, when is it too late to trim pin oaks?
Pin oaks. I think we've missed our window this year. The ground needs to be frozen. I know the ground's starting to thaw out, and it's way too warm now. You want to do any oaks when the ground is frozen solid, usually from Christmas until about maybe Valentine's Day.
All right, and this is our last question. It's from Rick. My medjool date plant seedling made it through the winter with your help. And he says, thank you. Now there's a vein-like root that has come up next to the plant's main stem. Is that a root or a new shoot?
Only time will tell. We will find out whether it has thrown an odd root out and let us know what it turns out to be.
Suspense.
Right. Yes, seriously.
Hey,
we'll have to check back
really?
in. Keep us updated.
A cliffhanger. I love that.
All right. Well, be sure to join our Facebook Live with Craig every Wednesday. There you can submit your questions and be part of the conversation. And as a reminder, today we'll have extended weather coverage on our WQAD 8+ streaming app. Andrew will have a live update at noon as we track the storms, and we'll have extended weather coverage from 2 to 4 today with Peter Warner on the road in the Beast. You can download